Hey everybody, me and Colby are back. Say hi, Colbs.
Hi.
We're back. We're doing a little throwback day here with, everybody was kind of into the Jordan documentary, The Last Dance. And so I got online and got a complete box of 91, 92 Upper Deck basketball cards. And we're just Jordan hunting. So we're looking for any Jordan cards. The two good rookies in this set are Larry Johnson and Dikembe Mutombo. We already started opening up. We're about halfway through the box already. I didn't want to do like a 40-minute video opening up the whole box. So we opened half the box, and we're going to open up the second half with everybody watching live. So we got a bunch of Hall of Famers already on docket. We have pulled two of the Larry Johnson rookie cards that we're looking for. And then we also pulled one of the Dikembe Mutombo rookie cards that we're looking for. And then we pulled a bunch of Hall of Famers: Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, David Robinson, John Stockton, Moses Malone, a bunch of them. And we got a bunch of Michael Jordan so far. So we've pulled this Michael Jordan card, which is actually the All-Star checklist, but anything that's got Michael Jordan on it is good. We pulled 3 of the Michael Jordan hologram card that was in this set. So we actually pulled 3 of those. We pulled the Magic versus Jordan card, which right before we logged on, I looked on eBay, and in a PSA 10, which this card is perfectly centered, this card was at like $50-some in bidding with like a day left. 3 months ago, this card would have been worth $1. But with the Jordan documentary, any Jordan cards have gone up 1,000%. So if you've got old basketball cards, you need to go looking through to find all your Jordan cards. This is the Bulls checklist card with Michael Jordan on the front that we pulled. And then also we pulled just the basic base card, which that's pretty well centered. Corners are perfect. Everything's perfect on that one. So that's the Michael Jordans that we pulled so far. Colby's got me set up here with a couple packs that he already opened. So we'll run through some of these old 90s players. Cool thing about these early 90s is that there's tons of Hall of Famers, right? So there's James Worthy, Hall of Famer, All-Star card. Tom Chambers, there's another Hall of Famer. Joe Dumars, All-Star card. You got a bunch of checklists in this set. So there's some checklists. There's a Scottie Pippen base card, Hall of Famer. So we'll sleeve up Scottie Pippen.
And we're opening jumbo packs.
And we're opening jumbo packs. So we had 20 packs in this box with 27 cards each. There's Craig Hodges, who was famous for winning the three-point contest back in the day. Mitch Richmond, a great player. Dale Ellis, Rod Strickland, just so many great players in this. Even if they're not Hall of Famers. There's Dale Curry, who is famous because of what, Colby?
Steph Curry.
That's Steph Curry's dad, Colby's favorite player. Alvin Robinson, a couple checklists. Dominique Wilkins, another Hall of Famer, All-Star card. Karl Malone, All-Star card, another Hall of Famer. Robert Parrish, Hall of Famer. Kevin Johnson, Chris Mullin, Hall of Famer. There's another Dikembe Mutombo rookie card that we're looking for. So it's another good rookie from this set. Ronnie Cycli, Sam Perkins, Chris Mullin base card, which is another Hall of Famer. Here's Colby's favorite player, Pooh Richardson. That always gets a chuckle out of a 9-year-old. Dale Curry, again, Jack Haley, Danny Shays, Kenny Walker. He was always in the three-point or the slam dunks back in the day. There's another Hall of Famer, Kevin McHale. We've pulled a couple of those. And Tyrone Hill. All right, here we go. So we got another Hall of Famer there. There's Magic Johnson. He was one of my favorite players back in the day. I used to, when I was in 3rd grade, when I was Colby's age, I had the Magic Johnson.
I'm in 4th grade.
Converse. Well, now you are. There's the Michael Jordan All-Star card, which we had not pulled that yet. So that's a great one. Once again, perfect condition, fresh out of a pack. 19-year-old pack of cards we're opening here. Elden Campbell, another Hall of Famer, James Worthy. That's a pretty cool picture with him jumping up there, getting some air. And James Worthy and Michael Jordan were on the same college team at North Carolina. There's Chris Jackson, great player. Joe Dumars, Hall of Famer. I typically sleeve any Hall of Famer. I'll just put them in a soft plastic sleeve, and then any of the Jordans or the good rookies we will put in hard plastic top loaders. There's Tim Hardaway, killer crossover. Used to love Tim Hardaway back in the day. Ricky Pierce. There's another Tim Hardaway All-Star card. David Robinson, Hall of Famer, All-Star card. Steve Smith, that's actually the other good rookie in this set. Steve Smith is a great player. Glenn Rice. There's another James Worthy, Hall of Famer. Michael Cage. Tim Hardaway again. Alvin Robinson. Mookie Blaylock. Just great players in these early 90s. Drazen Petrovic, he was a great player, and he died in a automobile accident early on in his NBA career. Terry Porter, Larry Nance, another great player. All right. We got Clyde the Glide Drexler. He was on that famous Dream Team. It's a couple checklists. Mark Aguirre, he was a great player. He was a #1 pick, overall pick back in the day. Orlando Blackman, Hersey Hawkins, another great player. Steve Kerr, who was all over that Jordan documentary. Hall of Famer Patrick Ewing. Another Hall of Famer, Larry Bird. Larry Bird is pretty much, when they talk about great 80s and 90s players, he's the only person to beat Jordan. Jordan actually never beat Larry Bird for a championship. There's like a whole list of, Hall of Fame players that Jordan's beat to win NBA titles, and Larry Bird is not on that list. He actually beat Jordan early in his career. Of course, though, the team that Larry Bird was on was stacked, and Jordan was a one-man show early on in his NBA career. Terry Porter, Brad Daugherty.
Without Scott.
Yeah, without Scotty. Danny Manning, who Danny Manning single-handedly won an NCAA championship at Kansas. He pretty much put that team on his back and won a NCAA championship all by himself. There's Gary Payton, the glove, who Michael Jordan laughed at in the documentary. And so the glove is not real happy right now. Kenny Battle, Tyrone Corbin, Buck Johnson, Harvey Grant, Tyrone Corbin, Timothy Smith. I thought that was Magic Johnson for a second. All right, cool. Colby's going through them first because Upper Deck is notorious for their early 90s packs being all upside down. One card is flipped upside down, so Colby's actually getting them right for me before I get them. Another Bulls checklist with Jordan on the front. So we'll sleeve that. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm sleeving checklists because anything with Jordan's picture on it is big time right now. There's Stacey Ogman. I was a huge Stacey Ogman fan with the Runnin' Rebels. He was on those teams with Larry Johnson and Greg Anthony for the UNLV back in the day. Scottie Pippen base card. So he was Robin to Michael Jordan's Batman. Muggsy Bogues. Again, here's Muggsy Bogues. Colbs, let's zoom in on Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". He was listed as at 5'3". Your brother's going to pass him up next couple months. Danny Ferry, Greg Anderson, Buck Williams. Sometimes I get off camera here. Sorry about that. I get going. And Bo Kimball, he was on those famous Louisville Marymount teams with Hank Gathers. Those were great teams. Oh, Colby's got me set up. Look what Colby just pulled. Oh, this is our last pack, too. So this is our last pack. And we just got another Michael Jordan All-Star card, which once again is just centered perfectly. And then we got another. This is actually the All-Star checklist. But like I said, anything with Jordan on it, we're going to sleeve up. And then we got Tom Chambers, Bill Cole, Xavier Daniel, Michael Thompson, Sherman Douglas. I used to love him at Syracuse back in the day. Reggie Lewis, another guy that died too early in the NBA. He was going to be a great player. Mark Price is great player, Mark Price. Some doubles. Isaiah Thomas, another Hall of Famer. Derek Coleman, he was fantastic at Syracuse back in the day. Karl Malone, another Hall of Famer. And actually, we hadn't pulled a Karl Malone yet, Colby. LaSalle Thompson, John Starks, Elliot Perry, and Felton Spencer ends it out. So just to sum it up, man, anybody, if you got Jordans or old basketball cards at home, get them out. We pulled a bunch of Jordans. We pulled his All-Star card, his checklist cards. So we got the Bulls checklist. We pulled the 3 of the hologram cards. We pulled the Jordan versus Magic card. And lastly, we pulled just the Jordan base card. So it was an awesome day of Jordan hunting. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Michael Jordan cards. Plus we got 2 Larry Johnson rookies, 2 Dikembe Mutombo rookies, and we got a whole table full of Hall of Famers. So I think that was a pretty good video and pretty good Jordan hunting one, right, Colbs? Mm-hmm. All right, tell everybody bye.
Bye.
We'll see you guys in a couple days.